it's already too late. It's upon us and it's doomsday. As I flex where the winners at. Cause I start where they finish at. I was running, I was supposed to make it. I'm the one that gets the closing statements. It's something more, inspiration. But it's nothing cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really I'm the whispers in your ear. When the light starts flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a passion, I'm a fighter. I am everything you all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this building. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly.
What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time. Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes. And it's the King, Amir King Khan.
This bout is scheduled for 12.
You've heard of people dancing underneath. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Yeah! Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The jab not finding its target. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill.
Oh my God, Johnny! Amir Khan is rocked! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he misses with that jab. The right hook misses. A big whiff with the right hook. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They exchange punches. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything when you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Lucky that hook didn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The fouls.
Get focused.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. You'd like to see more jabs. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That jab doesn't find a home. Caution being thrown to the wind. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut doesn't land. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? That jab misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Just misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different...
Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he scores with the counter. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Trying to land that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got out of the way of that right hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Can't find a home with that jab. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt.
There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Swing and a miss with the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
That one lands. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab slightly off target. Catch and shoot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Incredible work rate. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you're going to do, Tony, is...
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! Oh, Leonard just got rocked! No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. His stamina is off the charts. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight has a real good flow to it. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nobody home with that hook. Has to be careful for that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Come on. Breathe.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nope, that jab not going to score. They're both trying for a knockout. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The jab doesn't quite connect. A lot of effort being exerted here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
It's a tough game.
And there's the bell to start round 9. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Hook misses. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Well done with that counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar Ray is rocked. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the...
I like that round.
It's round 10. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Do you believe what we're seeing? Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Misses with the jab. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
The straight right just misses. Missing with the hook. The perfect counter lands. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are
skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That right hook won't score. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
There's a counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more.
The fight's not over yet.
On to the 12th. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. How about that time counter shot? Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
And he just missed with that left jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.